Early this morning, a shooting happened at this apartment complex. Many residents say they heard shots fired.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Jena Repichowski. Our top story this evening. Another house went up in flames. In other news, you could win $400 million if you played the Mega Millions lottery.
But thanks to a new identification process, the body should be identified soon. From downtown, Jena Repichowski. It was a close call earlier today when a driver and a bystander had to push a car off these train tracks. Police are telling us a badly decomposed body was found floating face down here in this lake. A fisherman
Our top story this morning, last night a college campus in Houston was shaken up in horror. 14 students. A quiet neighborhood is having trouble this week as the new freshman basketball coach is being accused of having sexual relations.
Police are telling us the car was stuck and would not start with a train only a couple miles down the tracks. Now, normally this is a neighborhood where residents don't have to worry, but with this incident, residents are asking for more security. Reporting from downtown, I'm Jena Repichowski.
A massive blaze burns down a small neighborhood's only grocery store. Fire units from around the neighborhood responded, but 3 businesses were destroyed during the fire. Minutes before the fire broke out, Repichowski had just finished up her shift at the town's local grocery store.
I'm still shaking. It hasn't sunk in yet. It's hard to look at it because, this is where I've been for the last 6 years. It's everything.
The fire is said to have started on the back side in the cooling units, then ruptured the gas line, quickly spreading to the next door businesses. Fire officials from different counties were called in to help due to a brush fire local fire units were at. Neighbors started helping until the fire units arrived.
Some of the residents helped hook up the hoses and get them started, putting water on the fire.
The town lies solely on tax dollars to operate. Losing these businesses cuts the income for the city. This was the only grocery store in the neighborhood and a devastating loss to the community. All 3 businesses were completely destroyed in the fire. The cause of the fire is still under investigation. Back to you. It's every family's worst nightmare. Today, a local family had a scare when their child went missing this afternoon in the woods. But this story has a happy ending.
B5, checking in, heading into the woods now.
Deputies, fire, SWAT, neighbors, and volunteers all were on the hunt today in search of an 8-year-old boy. We are told by police that the boy went missing while he was out in the woods with his mother and stepfather.
Right now we've got search and rescue efforts underway. We've got some helicopters, we have some search and rescue dogs, and some mounted horse patrol that also does search and rescue that's en route to us. And we've had a lot of UTVs and ATVs and stuff in the woods, searching, following the creek beds and stuff, looking for the child.
Dozens of volunteers showed up to help the family find the missing child, which was going to be more difficult because the child has autistic needs.
An 8-year-old child with autism, when you're going through the woods, if you're hollering for him, he's not going to holler back at you. He won't answer you, all right, which is going to add to the difficulty of locating him.
932, go check it. You're the closest.
After 6 hours of searching, the little boy was finally found on the game reserve about 100 yards into the woods. Volunteers heard a whistle and followed the sound and luckily found the child. With over 100 people looking for the boy, everyone can finally rest knowing the boy will be home with his family tonight.
I think everybody just has a soft place in their heart for children, and everybody recognized that, and if it was their child, they'd want somebody to help too.
The 8-year-old boy was found as a result of hard work throughout the whole community. Now the family is reunited and we have a happy ending. Back to you. We've received new information today in the fatal stabbing of Demetrius Hillman. Police have arrested Eric D. Lawler, a convicted felon, in the death of his friend. On the city's north side, around 5:15 this evening, Hillman and Lawler were having a disagreement. Witnesses say they saw Hillman throw a brick through Lawler's car window, resulting in Lawler stabbing Hillman in the chest and in the neck, then leaving the scene.
I was sitting in my house with my door open, and I noticed some blue lights flashing on my screen door, and I looked out and saw all this going on, and about maybe an hour later, I heard 2 of the girls that live in the house start screaming, crying. One of them said, he's gone, he's dead. And
Lawler just finished with Metro's night court and is currently still in jail. Back to you.